Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So a lot of you have a very common doubt that are you going to get project in the same domain in which you have got training, or your project is going to be something in another domain unrelated to what you have got training. So in this video I'm going to exactly talk about that in what type of projects do you basically get once you complete your L1 training. Now there are a lot of things which can happen. First is you get suppose you have got trained in a technology. So the first thing which can happen is that you get directly a proper development project in that A domain, correct? So you got say trained in Java and you get a project in Java. Finish. Second thing what can happen is you get trained in A technology, but you get a project in B technology which is related to A technology. For example, you got trained in .NET, but you get a project in Duck Creek. So what exactly is Duck Creek? It is basically an implementation of .NET. Like they are of the similar type, but it is not exactly the same. So you get trained in A technology, but you get project in B technology, which is related to A technology. Third thing which can happen, you got trained in A technology, but you get a B technology, which is totally unrelated. For example, I know someone who got trained in Java technology but got a project in which he's working with MS Dynamics. So these are totally unrelated things. So the last three things which I said were all development types. Fourth thing which can happen is you get a support project. So different type of support roles are there for any project and you have to go work on with that. Fifth type is the thing is that you don't get a client project, but you get allotted to some internal project. Like you get some people under you whom you train, whom you teach. You work on some internal projects in the company, which is not a client related project, but the projects are for the company. Suppose you create tools for the company. So again, this is a type of development project, but this is not client. So the first three things which I said was client related. This is not client related. So this is another type where you get internal projects. Then there's something called shadow project. Again, you work as a shadow, so you're not billable to that project, but you basically, these are a learning journey for you. Like you get to, because in the training you learn something. Like this is a kind of some extension of college life, because you are getting training like a college, like you are getting taught by a trainer and all. So that is college life. That is why you have something called the shadow period, where you work in actual project. So you get to understand how an actual project works, and not just how you just listen to some teachers, so that is not. So that you get some real time experience, or like on hand experience. So what type of project you are going to get totally depends on that, on the account which you are allotted. It depends on your manager, it depends on your supervisor. So usually for freshers, they do not have much of a choice. So whatever your supervisor is going to allot you have to get, you'll get a project in that. So just because you have got trained in A technology doesn't mean you are going to work in A technology. For example, I got training in .NET framework first. Then I got trained in .NET Core, which is totally different from .NET framework. Then I have learned Angular React. Again, the .NET is a backend thing, API related thing, but Angular React, these are front-end tools. So again, this is totally different. And then again, I have done, those, what do you call that? SharePoint, MS Dynamics. So these are all cloud. These are all online, not cloud. So these are all online tools. So in the beginning, I had done .NET framework. So at that time, I was thinking that I'll get project in .NET framework, which is not the case, because currently I'm working on some front-end technologies, so which is totally different from what I had got my L1 training in. So just because you have got training in some domain doesn't mean that you are going to get project in that domain, but yes, you have high chances of getting project in that domain. Now you might have a very common doubt that is it possible for you to change your technology on your own? Yes, that is also possible. So suppose you got trained in one technology, but the problem is that with freshers, this choice is very limited. As a fresher, you to change from one domain to another domain is very limited. But say suppose after 1 year, after 18 months, definitely, but even after 1 year you can try, like you learn some technology on your own. For example, one of my friend had got training in Pega domain, but he learned this front-end tools like Angular React on his own, and then after 15 months he shifted to a different domain project. So initially it is a bit difficult because as freshers you don't have much choices to choose a project. So whatever you get is usually in the domain, is usually in the related to the domain training domain which you had. But after 15-18 months you can again shift your domain. So you can choose and you can actually look for jobs, you can look for projects in that particular domain in which you have interest. In that way you can also improve your skills in the domain in which you're actually interested and not in some domain which you are forced upon to learn in the beginning stage. Now a lot of you must be wondering that what to do during the bench period. So this is bench period. It's exactly the time when you can actually upskill yourself. When I was in my bench, I had learned a number of technologies which is currently helping me a lot. So you can take this, that bench period. So during the bench period, just don't sit idle and waste your time doing whatever you want, but try to learn something different, something new, something new domain, some trending domain. So that is going to help you later in your career if you are planning to shift your job or whatever. Now, after getting a project, the type of work which you are going to do actually depends on that project. So for example, one of my friend, his job is to just upload the code. After all the developers have done their part, that person's job is just to upload the code. So what to say? Then again, one of my friend is there whose job is to just check and find the errors in the codes. Then there is someone who has got a project related to support stuff. I mean, project management means the person is going to look after allotting projects and all, even though he got trained in a particular domain technology. So there are a lot of different types of work which you can get. So there is no guarantee that you are going to always get a development project. So it can be all like this support things also. So it is totally luck based thing at what type of work you get, what type of project you get, what type of client you get, or what type of environment you get. So I hope that you'll get your whatever your preferred choices, because obviously I want that you get the best things for you. But yes, some things are not in your hand. So even then you can try speaking to your supervisor, you can try speaking to your manager. If you do not like your domain, I'm sure that your supervisor will listen to you and try to allot you into some suitable domain in which you are comfortable working. So yeah, I hope that you have liked this video, enjoyed this video. So if you have liked my video, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, share it with your friends, and see you in the next video.